So our first two cards here are the Page of Cups and the Four of Wands. This is an exercise in intuition. This entire situation right here. There's some kind of test afoot. Spirit has positioned us and given us messages today that specifically orient around self-worth, self-love, self-care, orienting around self. You are the center here. You are the center of your little reality, your little universe. And I passed by alive today and heard this like stellar quote immediately. I popped in and I think I was just there for that. And then I went somewhere else and it was in perfect timing, another message. And Spirit's giving us these little bits and pieces because we haven't been scrolling, right? We haven't been scrolling. We have been focused on ourselves. We have been focusing on our messages. And those are the ones that have been relevant. But sometimes you stumble across somebody in just that right moment to get a message. And this test here determines how you move forward, right? Dragonflies specifically are powerful omens today. And it might be too cold for them wherever you are, but look for paraphernalia. Look for stained glass dragonflies, or in videos or magazines, or what have you. I found one on a plate once. My sister just got home. Anyway, today I took that last step in bringing myself forward. Wholly. No filters. No retouch. Just me. And I'm not ashamed of my body. I'm body positive and I'm making progress every day. I did another weigh-in today and I lost more weight. I know that I'm going to hit my first checkpoint by December, and I'm going to hit my goal, my end goal, by May. And 1 year from when I started the fast, I will be exactly where I want to be. I know that. But the guy that I was willing to meet when I wasn't willing to meet anybody else stopped talking to me after he saw me shirtless. Something about all the other photos was fine. He liked all the other ones. But somehow the look of wearing a tank top versus not wearing a shirt at all gave him a different impression. Maybe because it's not perfect, but this energy of, it's not exposure necessarily. Spirit has wanted us to reveal ourselves in our entirety. Once again, stripped down to all that we are, authentically, flaws and all, work in progress and all. Spirit wants us to be seen for exactly who we are in this moment, which is somebody that's evolving. And they can like you for everything else. Everything else can be great for them. But that one thing leads to ghosting. Or what I suspect is ghosting. And what's more is like, I don't care. I really don't. I don't care at all. Because it was just a conversation. It was just a guy. And honestly, I've got other people I'm focused on. At the end of the day, I was willing to meet, but I wasn't crazy about him. And there was no reaction similar to either the Gym Crush or Brown Eyes. You know, they both have brown eyes. It doesn't really work as a moniker if they both have brown eyes. They've got different brown eyes, though. I really need to think of something to call guy number 2. Nothing seems quite right, though. Gym Crush was so easy to give nicknames to. This guy's harder. I found myself wanting to use his name. I had to bleep it out because it came out naturally. It's interesting. There's an authenticity there, a flow. And this guy I was talking to on the dating apps that got uninterested very quickly once he saw me shirtless. Conversationally, we flowed, but it was only ever like, meh. That's how I felt. Meh. And maybe this is a test of the rejection wound, but it kind of transmuted, because making videos transmutes energy. A combination of feelings. The videos I made today about not giving a fuck if somebody ghosts, because I don't care if we ever speak again. It's kind of true, but also kind of not, depending on the person. I don't care if I ever talk to that guy again. It wouldn't bother me at all if I never spoke to him again. But the others. I've told myself all this time that Twin Flame and I are going to have another conversation someday. King of Swords. Those conversations are short and usually only have to do with pragmatic things. Nothing of substance. Nothing that matters. But would I be fine never speaking to him again? I don't know. This is what I'm talking about when I'm talking about that switch and our fingers brushing up against it in these little moments. Because when you turn it off, you don't care, right? And part of this embracing our darker nature right now and being independent and focusing on ourselves energy, part of this is so seductively trying to get us to flip that switch. Would I care if I never spoke to the Gym Crush again? I don't know. Or my old friend group? Because I basically just ghosted them. They don't seem to be missing me. How many people would I genuinely care if I never spoke to them again? Page of Wands to Ace of Wands. I always consider this a progression of maturity when these come out together. I think that part of us has to choose to care right now. Even if we do walk away. Even if it is forever. Open hearts.